7. 1, 2, 5. Are we doing this right?
Well, are we?
Absolutely not.
Nah, hell no. And that was Martin.
Yeah, we got a guest today. It's Ryan. What's up,
Yo.
bud? We've been talking about you in a couple podcasts. Not about you, but we've been saying you're going to come, but you keep lagging it.
Oh, yeah.
No, we've been talking shit.
Somebody I used to know.
And there's 3 Beer McGee.
What are you talking about?
So what's up, dude? Why'd you lag it the first time? You said you were going to Seattle, and then you're going to, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, you were supposed to come that day, and then you ended up going to Seattle.
Yeah, I went up there to take my kids back because I had both my kids for the summer, and got up there. I was like, I think I can do this little Seattle thing, but then no, I can't do it. It fucking sucks up there.
But you also ended up in jail.
I did end up in jail. Yeah, so my little brother got pulled over by the police on his way to see my son, and he's on parole, so he used my name and didn't tell me.
What's that?
Oh, damn.
What's
Yeah.
ethnicity?
Of my brother?
Idiot.
Oh, okay. Black jokes.
It has started.
He's black.
Yeah.
If you didn't know it was by the story, he's black.
Wait.
You didn't notice by Ryan's deep voice.
Hold on. That was the door being unlocked. There you go, Martin.
There you go, Martin.
Fucking racist jokes already.
That's funny.
Martin, we're looking like one of the Temptations and shit.
He's like low key racist, but he's blacker than me. It's funny.
Yeah. He is blacker than you. Flat top.
You're technically Mexican, Ryan.
But Seattle's cool.
You
man.
have a Mexican nickname, AKA. Is that in your AKAs when they pull up your record and shit?
Hell, oh yeah, in
What,
California
klepto?
it is.
How's
Yeah.
klepto a Mexican nickname?
I know.
That sounds Mexican as fuck.
It does sound Mexican.
Well, the two
Well,
non-Mexicans
black-
think that it sounds Mexican as fuck.
Hey, black people and Mexicans both steal, so I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, but you don't know no black dude like, oh, I'm klepto.
He didn't put himself out there like that.
He's like, I need money. That's what.
No, Seattle's cool, dude. Like we went out there how long ago?
A couple months ago. Beginning of the year.
Yeah, it was cool. Like,
I liked it.
It's hella cool to visit. I'll tell you that.
it's very
Yeah.
slow paced though. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah,
You know, it's really
yeah. You
slow
go there
paced.
for a couple of days, you're gonna have the time of your life. But
Which is a trip because
4 years?
the city is dope. Like it's just clean and whatever. And like you would think like it's just fast paced. Hell no.
yeah.
All this white
That's
people.
why all good music comes out of there because it's all depressing and shit with them.
Yeah.
Gloomy weather and all that.
We went to the Cobain's house.
to do.
Oh yeah, we went to Cobain's house. You know, the bench. Went to Bruce's grave.
You went to Aberdeen?
Yeah.
Damn, why you guys? That's a far ass drive.
Dude, we
yeah,
went all over the place,
flew
bro.
out there, bro. So we're not from there, so we went everywhere.
Yeah, we went to Bruce Lee's grave.
And his son's grave.
What's
Yeah.
that? The fish market where they throw the fish.
Pike Place.
Dude, they have some bomb ass shit there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cannons.
Oh,
that
dude,
fucking
Cannon.
place,
Oh, you need to go
dude.
there next time you visit. Cannon's.
It's
That's a whiskey bar.
Okay.
It's got a bunch of awards. It's fucking dope. We had Scott there all fucked up, fucking asking the bartender for Coke. It was all bad.
The bartender.
and hookers and shit.
Yeah. He's like,
Well,
where are the strip clubs
Probably
in
we
the
should
Coke?
say that.
Strip clubs and Coke. They have horrible
Some other
strip
guy
clubs
named
up there.
Scott.
You have to go to Port. Everyone goes to Portland for the strip clubs.
Portland's cool. It's hipster as fuck, but it's the same weather. It's like just rains and stops raining and rains.
It's like in between California and Washington weather.
It's like Twilight weather.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, where Twilight was.
In Seattle, or not Seattle, but Forks, Washington.
Did you ever take the? Oh wait, you're not allowed over there.
I can't go to Canada.
Canada.
Turn your old nigga ass around.
Yeah, dude, Canada's the shit though, man. It's so fucking nice. But no, because I know you can take the ferry from Seattle to Canada, right? To like
Mhm.
Victoria or some shit.
Yeah.
Enough about Seattle. What's going on, Martin? How you feeling today? You said your stomach was fucked up.
Getting old.
Just kidding, though.
That's real.
A good 29 years old.
I'm 30, bro.
30? What the? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you were.
We already
You got
fucking
held
went
back.
over that.
I forgot. You were supposed to be in the grade higher.
Yeah. Oh, what?
He got held back.
Bro, we already talked about this shit. Why you gotta hash shit back up?
I wasn't here. It's a recap. I'm a guest.
Like for a retard. Recap for the retard.
Well, you're not a good home if you don't listen to our shit.
You don't even know what
Nobody
it was called.
told me.
Well, we ain't talking about it.
Mine's gonna be all depressed after this. always bringing up old shit.
I know. Hey, now you're gonna fucking write some poems.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Ring the bell. Ring the fucking bell.
Ring it, bro.
So did fucking are you planning on having more kids?
When I get married, if that happens, probably. So no, probably.
So if you do get married, are we invited? Or?
Hell yeah, that's if I get married because I'm a fucking dog.
You're a wow wow. You're a wow wow.
You're at least 3, right? At least.
In dog years?
Yeah, and dog years.
No, I'm like 4. Oh no, that's like 5.
21.
You have 5 kids?
What? No, I got 3 kids.
Oh,
that's what we're
damn.
asking.
That was
That's what we're-
confused.
Oh, I thought you were talking about dog years.
That's why I was staring at
Is
you
it
like, damn. fool.
Dog year 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but I was asking just kids. You're at 3.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
So in dog years, you have
12,
21.
5, and 3.
Damn, 12? The little Simone kid's 12?
Yeah.
Samoan?
No.
We just say that because
He
he
looks
looks
almost
like he's
big.
part of fucking what's that fucking
He looks like the
Disney
Rock's
movie?
son.
Oh,
High School Musical?
no, the Hawaiian one.
the Hawaiian
Moana?
one. Moana, yeah.
Moana.
He's the rock.
He
The
does
movie.
look like the Rock's son.
Yeah, he does.
Maui?
Yeah. Looks like Maui's son.
Stop slamming the beer. It's a newbie here.
So are you on Tinder and all that shit?
Hell yeah.
How's that going?
It
I always
goes good.
I always want to know, just like
It goes good.
vicariously through you.
It goes good. You know, just swipe, 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 swipe.
So you play like a numbers game.
Yeah, I just.
That's what it is. It's a numbers game.
I don't. I think it was actually Andy that showed me. I'm sitting there going,
Picky as fuck, right?
going through the info, like, oh, she's cute. Let me go right, left, right. He's like, dude, what are you doing?
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, he's like, let me show you how to use Tinder. I give him my phone. He goes, right.
Well, that's Andy for you.
Someone's gonna buy up.
You look at the info after.
Yeah, he's like, don't spend time like looking at girls. They might not even swipe right on you. Just fucking, if someone replies, they fucking reply. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I could see him saying that shit.
That reminds me of the last time you gave everybody hung out at Andy's. It was like Andy's. I don't know what the event was. Andy's. It might have been when he first moved in. I don't know. But Daniel was there,
Mhm.
and he had found some girl on Tinder, and he was all excited because he's like, "Oh, it's a black girl. It's the first black girl." Remember? And he left.
Oh yeah, Daniel
yeah.
had his little face. He had I remember I took him to Hollywood. We went to this. My brother was a promoter in Hollywood, and we took him to his all black club, and he was like, "Ass! Oh my god, ass! Everyone in here has ass."
But I used to work with him. He liked one of our coworkers. The same thing. His black chick should big old butt, like a big old butt. He was just like,
Big old butt, like a big old butt.
Big old butt, like a big old butt.
It's a big old butt. Damn.
but
The butt had a butt.
basically, yeah, fuck. But she
Nah.
was one of those girls that that's the girls I like. That the curly hair, the curly hair dude.
Oh yeah.
I had a homie
Light
that
skin curly hair.
That's
back in
my
the day
weakness.
when we go to the clubs, he'd play the numbers. He'd just go up to girls and be like, "You want to fuck? You want to fuck?" And by the
Well,
end of the
that's
night,
crazy.
he's taking someone home.
Oh yeah.
He always did,
That's
and I was like,
crazy.
"Fuck!" Like,
I feel like that's what Andy did,
That's
but just more
Andy for
creepier.
sure.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
Andy.
walk up like, "What's up, Nina?" Say something stupid and shit. Yeah, he used to say that shit all the
I
time.
look up to Andy.
at any club.
Oh, that's fuck. You're fucked up.
my numbers would be up here if I had Andy's confidence.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not confidence. I know for sure it's not confidence. It's just
He doesn't know who
yeah.
confidence
It's just he just goes up to Eddie. What's up? Hey, woman.
Yeah. Hey, woman. Hey, woman.
Hey, yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, woman.
He's just very persistent too.
yeah.
But how he walks up, he goes, "Hey,
Hey, hey,
like,
hey,
you
hey.
like dogs?"
No, sometimes he'll just go up to a girl, and just look at him like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
Is there a certain type
And then
of
he'll
girl?
get them to buy him a drink.
I wouldn't call that confidence. That's something else. That's
Blind luck.
It's always
the
funny.
women are scared probably.
Yeah.
It's compliant.
I would say 90.
Andy, aka compliance. Complicit Andy.
It would be
Is there-
funny, like seeing him at the club sometimes, and then like in the middle of the dance floor, you just see Andy fucking towering over everyone and just fucking staring at the crowd all creepy and shit. Just like and the lights just flashing on him.
He's like the old.
We've told this story before. We were in Rosarito one time.
yeah.
I had a girlfriend at the time. He was like, we're all hanging out, and I was chilling with this girl. My buddy Aaron was chilling with this girl, and he's looking at me. He's all pissy. He's flipping me off, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Because I used to always have a camera with me.
Don't bring sand to the beach, bro.
And, no. And then he was like, stop being stingy. Like if I could just hand her over.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
He straight up told me like I'm being stingy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo,
It
like,
ain't no fun.
he was telling me in
yeah.
front of her, like, stop being stingy. Like,
Man, that's
all
fucked.
right.
I would if dude.
I
Fuck.
remember that shit too. And then at the end of the night, he was standing in the middle of the dance floor, mad as fuck, staring
I have
at
a video.
everyone.
Dude, I still have that camera. I need to record.
How long were you with that chick?
At that time?
Yeah, like up to that time.
No, he met her there. Like,
Oh,
he had one.
okay.
He
I
had
thought it was
one.
like your girlfriend. He
No,
said
No,
that
no.
shit.
There was a girl that I met at
Oh,
that night,
okay.
and he was all mad
That would have been
that
wild.
everybody else had girls and he didn't, and he was like hunting like crazy.
That's when Aaron.
And I have a fucking creepy ass video of him standing. He
Yeah.
like climbed onto something just to scout girls.
like everyone's having fun dancing. Like you see everyone just fucking vibing, and you see fucking Andy being a creep. Just
scatting.
He's the random ass cholo at the raves and shit.
no, he looked like
Walking
a
around
big
by
ass
himself.
fucking shaved bird and shit, just looking around with his big ass nose.
He's just like, so you want to do some drugs?
Yeah, just follow the nose wherever it goes.
That's a shirt. Merch coming soon.
We should have known. Now he's super into. Fuck, we're just roasting Andy, but he's super into like those nudist places now. He goes to that shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
when you
all
have the
nudist
grill.
places they're all ugly.
I went to
But he goes to the cracked out ones, like in the middle of the desert and shit.
what's it called? Where the couples go? What is it?
Is that in Vegas?
Church.
No, it was in Portland. A couples
Retreat?
Couples retreat.
No, it's like what is it like?
Swingers.
Swingers party.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
swingers.
party.
You went by
Yeah.
yourself or with another person?
I went by myself. I was
So you
I was actually driving up to Seattle from LA, and I stopped in San Francisco, and then the next night I stopped in Portland, and I went to a swingers club. Probably the first 3-4 hours, it was all fat chicks and their husbands, and then at the end of the night, this lady
You
named
start-
Star
Started to
came
get some talent.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
She actually worked there.
Oh.
And she hit me with the whole, you want me to take you for a tour? Yeah, right, bitch. I know what you're done.
So wait, at this point, were you just nude?
No, it's not nude. It was
Or just swingers party.
swingers
Oh,
club,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
I heard.
That's dope.
So if you're by yourself, you have to pay, or you.
If you're by yourself, you have to pay more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the talent like?
The talent was horrible until
Horrible?
Star walked in.
That she worked there though.
You're
a star.
Secret love. So what happened?
Oh yeah, we smashed.
Did
She
you?
she took me for a tour. She's like, okay, so this is where the couples go, and then this is where you go if you want to bring someone into the room. I was like, you want to go in the room? She's like, you want to go in with me? I'm like, okay, stop acting stupid. Yeah.
Well, how old was she? She sounded older.
She was probably like 35.
White,
Mexican.
Caucasian,
Yeah.
Mexican.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
So
what
it's
the fuck?
legal out there,
Yeah,
Nah,
it's a swingers club.
or it's like a gray area?
What do you mean?
It's one of those things where it's like everyone's.
Sounds like
it's
prostitution.
consent.
Yeah, you
consent.
pay to get in, and that's it.
You don't
But
pay
it's
for the body.
legal, like prostitution. Like
It's not
No, it's not
prostitution.
prostitution. You
Everyone's has consent.
I know
Like,
it's.
you
that's
pay a
gray
door fee.
area, sort
Yeah,
of.
It's
you
not
pay
really a
no.
gray area.
You pay a door fee to get in the club, and then from there, that's your choice.
Well, it's like the that shit that we talked about a while back on HBO,
what?
the Bunny Ranch. It's
No,
kinda-
but that's
that's-
legal.
No, that's
No, that's
different.
legal.
That's
but
escorting.
That's legal because it's out in
Nevada.
But
Yeah.
you're going in there to pay for
But
prostitutes.
if someone's
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, it's okay," then that's totally
Yeah, the
different.
bunny ranch, you're paying for time with an escort.
yeah,
With the swingers club, you're paying to get into the establishment. You're not.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
the-
everyone
it's the same
there-
as just going to a
Safe
club.
place.
yeah, and everyone there is there for that
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Yeah, it's the same as just going to a club. Only everyone there is horny as fuck.
But I feel like the cops still could bust that shit open and just charge
Nope.
people.
My
some
my
shit.
homie,
Nope.
You met Caesar. My homie Caesar told me
Mm.
he found some shit online. He went to one, and there was a dude that wanted him to smash his wife and watch, and he did it.
that actually happened to me
He
at
said
the
it was.
same.
He said it was a little weird. But he's like, "Fuck it," like she looked good. And then they kept texting him like, "Come to my place in Temecula."
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like,
That happened to me at the
Damn.
same swingers
Yeah.
club, and she was sitting in the middle, like filling on me and shit, and then she's like, "I want you to come back to my house," and I'm like, and then I was like, "Is he gonna be there?" And he's like, She's like, yes. I was like, well, I don't want him to be there. And she goes over and leans over to him and asks him, and he's like, fuck no.
What was ethnicity?
They were white.
Yeah, see, that's that shit.
What's
though.
that shit called?
Slavery.
No. That's like, get out.
I don't think that's what it is.
Get out there, putting the numbers up.
Yeah, that's
No, fuck it. I think it's called cooking.
I call it the man in the corner.
The man in the corner.
sounds
Yeah,
like
because
a
he's
book.
sitting in a chair in the corner next
That
to the
sounds like a
the
deep ass
lamp.
bug.
he's like in the back just jacking off, watching, or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
he
Pretty
turns
much, yeah.
People are into that
he
shit.
turns the lamp off. He's in the corner.
He's all reading
Just
a
in the
book.
dark.
He's with his glasses.
Each time he's closer and closer when the lights go up.
He's in the closet dressed as Superman.
I can't do it. That's just I feel like that's borderline gay. Just having a man watch you.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Why? What do you have it? You know, accept those types. of
Okay, well, I
people,
guess
or-
we get you're into it. But just let him have his own opinion.
No, but you don't accept the LBG.
Oh, I ain't got nothing with the gayness, but I'm not going to be associated
Whoa,
with it.
we don't not use that. This is a safe place.
I said gayness. I didn't say faggot. Oh wait, I can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that
Sorry.
either.
I can't say queer.
I love faggots. I have faggot
Cigarettes?
friends.
Like cigarettes?
Yeah, cigarettes.
That's my same excuse for I'm not racist. I have black friends.
There you go.
No, shut the fuck up, dude. You're
Every time we bring you up, they're like, "Oh, Ryan this or Ryan that." He's like, "What ethnicity is he? What color is he?"
Fucking God.
So like, we're stuck saying
But I'm surprised.
he's a dark fellow. Like we just don't know what to say.
Hey, I am
I said
brown.
some crazy ass shit when we were younger. Like I would just say some crazy shit to him, and he would. That's how I knew we were at home.
Well, yeah, because it's Ryan. He's
He
not
never
really black.
But most people probably would have
I am
socked me out or
80% black. Thank you.
Yeah,
No, I think
but
I think he has a thick skin, so it's just like it's not. He knows it's a funny thing. Like
Yeah.
he's not like.
well, he knows we don't mean it because we're also not fucking. We're brown too.
And Martin's fucking black himself.
Yeah, look
at him.
Exactly.
look at him.
He introduced me to Lil Wayne, so
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
yeah.
Can you?
Oh shit!
That makes
I had
sense.
no idea.
That makes a lot
That's
of
crazy
sense.
because you're a big time Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Well,
First,
you had
what was it, Carter?
you had
Carter
the-
2.
When you got the tattoo, you got the MOB.
Yeah,
Yep.
oh, that's just a black tattoo. Period.
It's a fucking rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage.
I bet you he has a diamond somewhere, some stars.
Okay, now he just knows what tattoos I have.
Yeah.
I remember when you got the diamond. That was your first tattoo, no?
That was my second one.
No, I remember we were talking about you last podcast, how we were talking about like rolling blunts and blah, blah, blah. And I was saying that you're horrible at it.
Bullshit!
I'm just fucking around. No, I was saying you're the best because you roll them loose, but enough to last.
Yes.
And then
No,
just
we
like
used to be in the S10, James's
Yeah.
S10 all the time.
Equilibrium, people. Not too
Equilibrium.
tight, not too loose.
and a shitload of saliva.
No. Sometimes some chapstick, but that
Some
was-
wet
Carmex.
Some Carmex. You smoking and at the same time you're fucking lubing up your lips.
I'm surprised no one has herpes after shit like that. Like just passing a bottle around, passing a blunt around.
We
Like
do that shit here all the time.
my Jetta, I had burn marks on on my roof because people would just be handing the blunt backwards and they would fucking fuck up and hit the top. There's just black like
Well, that's
scratches
fucked
on
up
top.
for not watching your homies.
I know, fool.
I'll get
Yeah, but
pissed.
when you're in that in high school and shit, and you have your car, low key you
we got that shit
you-
when you're 25 years old.
no, I didn't. But
He was still in high school.
We talked about this. You got held back.
I moved around a lot.
No one wanted me.
But
He wore a helmet half of his life. And shit.
Oh, shit.
and I just grown out of it. Some bike out shit. I was retarded. I just grew out of it.
Or like Theo Vaughn, you beat
Now you-
fucking.
You beat Down syndrome?
Yeah. I beat Down syndrome.
Some Magic Johnson
You're a
shit.
survivor, huh?
Mark, your flat top started looking like an Asian haircut.
Yeah,
with the
dude.
visor in the front. It's gonna go forward.
Motherfucker, take a picture and let people know that shit. This shit's wavy. This is
This shit's wavy. What the fuck?
Wavy.
this shit is mad. Look,
Those are
waves
child.
at the beach, baby.
That's child pool waves.
Waves at the beach, baby.
Fuck.
Huntington Beach, preferably.
What's up, Eric? How you been since you got castrated?
I've been good. I've been great.
Castrated?
Yep.
I got a vasectomy.
Okay.
I did not get castrated. There's a
Okay.
complete
It's
difference.
You got fixed.
Yeah, these motherfuckers keep saying castrated.
No, he did. It's 2019.
Yeah,
It's
No.
okay.
you got fixed.
Yeah, I got a fucking vasectomy. I don't want any goddamn kids.
Yeah, it's different from getting them tied and then fucking cut off.
Yeah,
No, that's what happened.
no, they did not.
They hung,
fucking,
Martin said they hung
No.
him up like a cow.
no, that's a whole different fucking thing. And I still got them. They're still there. If you want to look, go ahead. But
Nobody wants to look.
His falsetto is crazy now.
What the fuck? Stupid fucking guy.
So it's your first time being on a podcast?
First time.
Do you listen to him?
Yeah, I listen to Joe Rogan.
Hey, yo, we don't
Neil
wanna
deGrasse. You know,
Isn't
Oh, Neil deGrasse has
Is there
one?
some shit
Yes.
pop off
Yeah.
with him recently?
this is Star Talk.
yeah,
Yeah, but he kind of explained it. It was kind of bullshit.
With what?
What happened to Neil deGrasse Tyson?
What happened? Oh, yeah, it's a sexual Me
That,
Too.
that girl
Me Too
tried
shit.
to Me Too him.
Oh, he got
Yeah,
Me
so-
Too?
I thought
Yeah,
he
but it was
yeah.
like some bullshit.
Oh, I didn't know
thought
that.
he said he tweeted some crazy
It was
shit.
like there was consent there, and then the girl. It was kind of like the Aziz Ansari thing, where she regretted it afterwards, type deal.
I still remember the stupidest thing he ever fucking said on one of his podcasts.
What?
It was fucking amazing.
Who?
Neil deGrasse Tyson,
What'd he say?
dude, he's sitting there talking to like astronauts and shit, and talking about like
That sounds dope as fuck.
Yeah,
Weird
he's like-
flex.
He's just
Yeah.
sitting there.
He's sitting there talking about like no, he's got like an astronaut there, and
I
they're
know, it's dope,
he's
though. It's
he's
dope.
talking about like food, like they're like astronaut food, and like how
Oh,
they
okay.
cook it, like how they prepare everything, and he's like, they're talking about like sauces and shit like that and spices. He's like, man, he's like, it'd be cool if they could make like a sauce, or like if they could make some spices that, like in liquid form. That way, the sauce, like the spice, wouldn't like float around in space and just get into everything. And one of the comedians that was there, he's like, yeah, that's a fucking sauce. And they like everyone just paused. He's like, yeah, you're a fucking dumbass. Like,
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
He's like one of those
Yeah.
smart dumb niggas.
he's
what he was.
But
he's
he is
talking about
right.
spices and shit. He's like, yeah,
That's what it was.
if only it could be in liquid form. It's like, yeah, that's a sauce. That's what we call sauce.
That's correct. That's right.
Martin's like, I agree.
I do agree. That's fucking common sense. Motherfucker. Bring ketchup.
I like
But-
listening to that guy. Well, I mean, I've only listened to him on like Rogan's podcast and shit. Like, but he makes science like make sense.
Simplified,
Yeah.
You know, he
yeah.
simplifies it. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's it. That's what defines genius. How you can reiterate it simply.
Yeah, make it in layman's
Yeah,
terms.
Spell
layman's
genius.
Spell genius.
Yes.
I like how you change your voice saying that shit right now, too.
You thought it was a little deeper.
Nah, he's
Yeah.
just trying to fucking, he's trying to get time to learn how to know how to spell genius. Spell that shit.
FUCK.
That shit's crazy though, dude. I mean, to be that fucking intelligent, that smart, that like that well read, that's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
But
it's
also,
just
like,
amazing.
how much fun does he have?
Hmm.
Well, now
All
that
of
he's
them.
famous,
Yeah.
but other people like him though. Like that shit's like you just dedicate your life.
Well,
to
they
that.
like him because he's famous.
What do you
I
think
mean,
he does
but I'm
for
just talking
fun?
about like him being that smart.
Oh.
What do you think he does for fun? Like,
He's
He's
probably
like-
in that Jeffrey Epstein fucking circle.
Yeah, they're so busy. They're like, I gotta go to the island. I haven't.
but
heard.
he's so smart, but he's such a lop. Like, what is he? What will he do? Like,
Fuck young girls.
Whoa.
he's just jet ski
He's a-
riding and shit.
He's a
fucking,
pedophile.
Jet ski riding. Black people don't jet ski.
What the hell?
Rider on the
I
storm.
saw an embarrassing ass picture of Jay-Z trying jet ski. You see that? He look old as fuck.
He looks fucking
He look hurt.
underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Just
He has pro club on and everything, or what?
Damn.
okay. That was a 2006 joke.
Yeah.
We all got it.
We all lived it.
I still get pro club. What you talking about?
Yeah, because you're black.
No, because my income is. My income line lets me afford pro club.
the way my fucking bank account set up.
It's hard out here, player.
So what's
Oh,
up?
man.
So I mean, we've been following you on Facebook for years, and all these other different Instagram accounts.
Yo, time out.
Hold on.
I don't want to cut you
Time
off.
out. What you are cutting me off?
But I said,
He doesn't want to.
respectfully, I don't want to.
I'm just
Ring
saying
the
I don't
bell.
want to.
Ring the bell.
That sounded so like this dude's fucking famous. Or
He's
some
not.
shit.
Right.
We've been
Well-
following you on Facebook.
well, you have to let me finish. we follow him because he's our friend, and we have to, or else he'll get mad.
Yeah.
Fuck you, no.
He does get mad.
I
though.
do not.
Oh, you ain't followed me back? You ain't followed
Yeah,
I would not.
Shut up,
Fuck. Shut up.
So he requests you on Monday. You haven't followed him back since Wednesday, so he texts you. He's
No.
like, "Why
I know
not
for a
follow me?"
fact when he posts anything about sports, he waits for it to like.
No, I
load.
don't. I hope you guys don't come with that bullshit.
Dude, we roast him so bad sometimes. It's hilarious.
Every
It's a
fucking
amino
time.
chain.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you post
You
it,
gotta get
you're
on
probably like,
Facebook.
these motherfuckers are gonna say
No,
something.
I don't think about it until I see a notification. I'm like, oh, here we fucking go.
You just see me fucking. You just see me going like, hello.
Well, I wanted to say something earlier because he was recording the fight from last night, like as if he was watching it live.
He's trying to make it seem like.
So he's gonna post it. Like,
I saw that too.
Like he didn't say anything about it today on Facebook, but he's like, oh, you know what? I was late on it, but you don't know.
I wanted to date stamp that shit. I was about to, it's Sunday. I just wanted to say that in the video and shit.
I was in some cutty. I was busy.
Well, you're trying to tell your girl, like, I know what's up with this. What's going on?
But yeah, he's a Green Bay fan, aka 49er fan, aka fucking Saints fan.
Go,
aka
no,
fucking
go
Giants
Pack.
fan.
He's been a
All
49er
day.
fan.
Go
I
Pack.
have video
I've never
video
been
proof.
You never been a
Never.
Giants fan.
I have rooted for the Giants.
Oh, you're a goddamn liar.
I
dude.
have rooted for the Giants. Okay, so this is what
We
happened.
need to take a deep dive into his Facebook.
It was 2008.
Which one? Fuck.
It was
Oh, when
2008.
you had that 49ers jersey on.
No, I never had a 49er. I've never liked 49ers. 2000.
That's when jerseys were popping.
I still got my Brett Favre.
Well, you still got a jersey
Shit.
on now.
Yeah, all day. Lakers all day.
Clippers tomorrow, but
Nah, fuck that. Fuck the Clippers. They need to go back to San Diego.
Well, let me just finish what I was gonna say. So, fucking Ryan's always been a conspiracy theorist online. That or he'll just turn into like, I love flowers.
Aliens.
So it's like there's a balance.
Yeah.
there. There's a balance there.
Real hippie shit.
So he always blames they. I want to know who they are.
They are the Illuminati. And not the Illuminati that you think, like the ones that
Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Yeah, not that Illuminati. That's the fake Illuminati. There's 12 families that rule the world. So the
12?
the United States is in debt to China, billions of dollars.
Trillions.
As well as China is in debt to someone as well, billions of
The
dollars.
Rothschilds?
Exactly. The Rothsteins, the fucking Morgans, the Edison.
Basically,
all-
the ones that built America and all that
Well,
shit.
the
They built the
Rothschilds,
world.
they're the
Yeah,
banking
built the world.
system, right? Aren't they the banking system?
They're the
They-
central
they,
banking system, yeah.
They supplied every single war.
They supplied every single war. Every war we went to is because that country didn't have a central banking system.
I mean, I didn't watch it yet, so I can't really speak on it. But there's a new documentary on Netflix that just came out talking about like the most powerful people.
Yeah,
And-
something family?
There's this there's this guy in general that everybody talks about and thinks him, but like he's not in the light. So
Mhm.
I'm curious
Yeah.
to watch that.
There's a real Illuminati. There's 12 families that rule the world. They rule the central banking
That's
system.
old money.
Which is, what's the family's
I don't know
names?
all of them. Morgans, Rothschild, Eisenhower's,
Rockefellers.
Rockefellers. It's, I don't know all the names, but the most
The
important.
Rodriguez and the
That-
Lopez's?
Well, I mean, if you look at it, fucking what's his name? He used to be the richest man in the world. Carlos Slim.
Carlos Slim?
Slim's doing a lot of shit too. He owns like all the fucking telephones and I think gas stations too in Mexico. That's how he became the richest man in the world. He had a monopoly. But there's something I was gonna say with the richest families. Oh, I think like when I thought of Trump running for president, I feel like he's trying to make the Trump name one of those families.
No, I feel like he's taking opportunity for what he has. He's purely in the presidency for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
While he's there, he's
Well,
building
really
his
good at
company.
marketing. Yeah.
He's
It's
he's
just-
just making more like
He's making the Trump name.
yeah.
That's all he does.
Larger.
Because you have
International.
lobbyists that like, oh, if I put this much into your campaign, you have to do this much for me. And
Yeah,
that's
100%.
basically what's
And
happening.
that's a shitty thing about politics.
Yep.
Is there's lobbyists like that exist. I mean that's what guys like Bernie Sanders are different. But
Bernie Sanders, 2020.
did you watch his shit on Joe Rogan?
Grandpa.
I did.
That was interesting as fuck.
That's my guy.
Did you ever watch that movie Vice?
The movie Vice.
About Dick Cheney?
I want to see that.
Oh, dude,
It
it's
looked good.
freaking good,
Yeah?
dude. Yeah, that motherfucker is evil as shit.
Yeah, he is.
And his daughter's running for president this year too.
what?
But they're keeping her like they're They're putting all kinds of shade on her for she won't run, but they're evil as fuck. They'll figure that shit out.
Is she using his last name?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
And you know how he has a gay daughter? Like they're both shaming her. So yeah, you gotta watch the movie.
That's
Stay
the
tuned.
Republican
HBO.
thing to do.
It's a sick ass movie. Like he's evil when he shoots someone in the face, and the guy who got shot in the face fucking apologizes to him and shit. Like, I'm sorry. Come back next week.
Whatever I got in the, yeah, I'm sorry I got in the way of your bullets.
Yeah. Here's $1 million. Fuck. Yeah, that's just crazy.
So do you think you swing more left, more right,
I am off the bird. So
independent?
I lean, if you want to label it, libertarian, but I don't fuck with the left wing or the right wing because they're part of the same bird. They eat together, they go out together, they fuck little kids together. It's I'm just saying.
That's a bold accusation.
No,
I guess it's just their views.
There's a reason why Epstein was fucking suicided. He had names and dates and video. He had a whole bunch of shit that was going to out a lot of politicians and judges.
They're trying to go after his, I think it's called a madame or whatever. Like the girl that was basically the chick that went out and got all the girls.
Yeah, the
for
madam.
him. Yeah, the madam. There you
Yeah,
go.
I had a madam one time.
I remember you were dating her. She gave you that Range Rover.
Yeah. That was a good 8 months.
That shit was. And you're like, I don't even want to fuck her, but I have a Range Rover.
Range Rover. She'd put $500 on a green dot card for me every day. Take me out. I had Benny Hollands for a whole month.
I remember that shit. That was like
Where'd you meet her at?
2011. That was a good year.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a good
That's
year.
hilarious.
Where'd you
I
guys
remember
meet at?
Me, you, and Daniel were like smoking in it too.
Yeah,
That shit's
that was.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Hollywood.
And then we went to like,
Remember, the other Alec got contact high. That was the first time I seen someone get contact high from weed.
yeah, and we went to Denny's or some shit.
Yeah,
like
we were
that,
smoking right in the parking lot of Denny's.
Yeah.
She gives you $500 and you take these motherfuckers to Denny's.
No, I don't even think we went in
No,
to
I
eat.
think we were just looking for a place to
park, yeah.
Yeah.
But how did you meet this female?
Okay, there's this dating site. It's called Plenty of Fish.
Oh shit.
Oldbitches.com.
So she hits me up. I'm like, okay, you're 45, but you got a body like you're 21. Let's see where this goes. So I come out of the house. She's picking me up for a date. I walk out of the house and I'm walking towards the street and I see a Range Rover. I'm like, oh, okay. She got some money. But then right when I was coming up, which she probably did it on purpose, she put her arm outside the car. And all I saw was bling, 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 bling. I was like, oh, shit. So I get in the car. And the whole time I'm trying to act like, I don't care,
Well, why'd she pick you up?
Fuck you, nigga.
That's your answer right there.
The whole time he fighted her black.
Yeah, I know. This one got up all too.
I got a baby face and a big dick, so
That's questionable. That's
But how did you set that up? How did you set that up where like, oh yeah, you come pick me up instead of me go pick you
because
up?
she was a grown ass woman.
I was just
Well,
because you have to
grown-ass man
conversate
too, but-
before that, right?
Well, Morgan's never
Yeah,
gone
we
through this
convers-
because he's been married since fucking.
Yeah, we were conversating for a little bit, and it went real quick. She was just like, "Oh, you want to go out? I'll pick you up." I'm like, "Okay." I love dating older women. They know what the fuck they want. So she came pick me up. We went to some sushi place, and from then we went to her house. She had a condo in Malibu, and it was over after that.
What were you wearing? What'd you
Fuck,
wear?
I don't know that. It was
What'd you wear to the date, bro?
It was like 8 years ago.
But you dressed like what?
Not like how I'm dressing right now, but I
Well,
know how to
like
dress
that.
when I go out. I got a little style.
But where'd you guys go?
Do you?
He just told you.
We went to
Sushi's
some
place.
sushi place in Santa Monica. Then went to
Isn't
her.
there like a super like name brand sushi place out there? Where
I'm
everyone
sure there's a
goes?
lot. It's
Yeah,
not
there's
just one.
a lot.
Especially Santa Monica.
Yeah. But the weirdest shit was she had an 18-year-old son, and in 2011 I
I feel like
I was
that.
22.
Yeah.
So
And you met him?
yeah, I would play video games with him and
Shut
smoke
the
weed
fuck
with his
up.
friends from Malibu High. Like if I were you, I would punch me in the face, bro. Like the fuck?
That's menace to society shit.
Yeah,
Remember he rolled up to
the.
the hood to the neighborhood with that Range Rover one time.
Oh
We're
yeah.
like, yo, what the fuck?
Her son or you?
I'm
remember
pulling up on
Remember
niggas
those
in the Range
beads,
Rover.
like kind of like this, were super popular, and you
Yeah.
had like a real one.
The
with
real
diamonds?
ones. She didn't buy that for me. We went into the fucking jewelry place and they made that shit for me. She had some fucking connections. She was a madam. She had like 4 or 5 apartments in Chicago, and each of the apartments had 2 bedrooms, and each one had a girl in them. probably like every 15 to 30 minutes, she was picking up the phone like, oh, go to 202, go to 201, boom, 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 boom.
That's crazy.
Making $200 each time.
She didn't try to fucking pip your ass out.
Nah,
She's just running
she
that
was
pussy,
real.
huh?
She was real jealous. Not jealous, but she was territorial. But I had to end it with her because every time she get drunk, she get super fucking racist.
Wait, she was white?
Yeah,
Modern-
This whole time I thought she was black.
no, she was
Modern
Oh, she's
day slavery.
Like, what would
Yeah.
she say? Like, she would
Just-
just be okay with being racist in front of you, or
white.
be
Yeah,
racist towards you?
She was not towards me. She'd just say like, the stereotypes about black people, and like I'm just
What
like,
the fuck?
Well, let's hear the stereotypes.
no, I'd rather not.
He said stereotypes are real. That's why he was hard to say.
They're real. What the fuck? They're
not
based on
real.
something.
They are generalized.
Okay. Generally, it happens. To
Generally, yeah. There's a lot of every race has a generalization. Not everyone's the same, but
well, obviously, but I'm not saying everyone's the same. I'm saying they're based on something that they're somewhat.
oh yeah,
But sometimes
Generalizations are
those
based
could be
on stuff.
exploited. Like they use that one thing and then
Oh,
just
yeah.
blow it up.
definitely.
But mine it doesn't get that part of it.
And then
I do get that
comedians,
part.
comedians use it, and then people see that comedic show or whatever, and they see that comedian, and then they start using it. It's it's
That's the thing about like people don't understand about comedians is like they have a lot of power over like general
Views.
perception or
Yeah.
general views.
exactly.
Like a lot of the I fucking love comedy, but and it's fun to just be even if it's racist at that moment because it's fun. It's fucking being comedy.
Mhm.
But sometimes other people take it a different way and that shit
yeah.
sinks in. So
Definitely.
Yeah, like they
definitely.
hear it and like, oh, that's true, and then they start thinking like that. Yep,
Definitely.
get racist like Martin.
And then you're kicking it with them, and you're like, "Oh, everything's going good." And then they come out with the, "So why do black people do
did
this?"
that happen with you because were you in the South a lot?
Oh yeah, I
Well,
was.
you were
in-
traveling, right?
I was in Alabama, Florida, West Virginia,
Yeah, you
Virginia,
were listening to country music and fishing out. in the
Ohio.
fucking-
Oh yeah, I had some cool ass coworkers, and introduced me to some country ass shit, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it
Fucking
just sounds
love it.
cool.
Yeah.
Country is.
But did you
dope.
run into any racism?
No, I didn't actually. Actually, I'm in Kansas City. I ran into my coworker was getting out of the car. I was behind him, and I could see the person's face and how they were looking at my coworker, and I could
that's
see
a
the
different
racism.
type. That's a different type.
Yeah, and
Uh,
then in Kansas, I walk into a Chick-fil-A, and I'm the only black person, and that was the scariest shit I've ever seen.
It's just a trip. Like one of my friends, a good friend of mine, he's from Indiana. His best friend, he's a dude from what's that shit called? The Virgin Islands. But yeah, he's like basically Jamaican, black, whatever. He was the only black guy in his high school in Indiana. And my friend just went up to him, never like really thinking racism, became friends with him. And he talked about how much shit he would get just for being friends with him. That's just fucking nuts. It's
Yeah.
like, and he wouldn't understand it at first. As he grew up, he started to realize like, what the fuck?
That's just crazy. 'Cause,
Race-
like,
Yeah. You're not born that way.
Yeah.
No one's born that. Racism is something that's conditioned to you, as well as if you don't travel, you're more inclined to be racist and biased.
That's the cool thing about like you and I and like a lot of people here. It's like you become worldly. You
Yeah.
start to understand like how different people think and all this.
Yeah, I would have never thought I'd like country or wear some fucking cowboy boots, but just traveling, being
No, you're
in-
just taking it way too far now.
No, that's just
No,
tight.
cowboy
dude.
That's just cool, dude.
I love me some fucking old boys.
Hell yeah, me
Oh.
too.
Oh, Steppy in the background.
Yeah, just meeting different people, seeing how people live. It's different, and it opens your soul to
Yep.
different people, different things, as well as the way people think. Like,
You're not really biased towards like stereotypes, like he was saying, like where you're not conditioned to think in one way.
Yeah,
because you're
yeah,
from
yeah,
one
yeah.
area. You go there and you get to meet them. You're like, damn, these are the nice people I've ever
yeah,
met.
there's
You know,
there's nice, there's bad in all types. You have your white people, you have your white trash, you have your blacks, you have your niggas, you have your Mexicans, you have your essays. It's like you have your good and bad in
I
everything.
thought you were gonna go to Beaners. I was like, hey.
Hey, watch out, watch out, shit. Watch out.
we pull out that sword.
I feel like there's 4 types of Mexicans. Bro.
Oh,
No,
here
he
we
can't
go.
even talk. Don't even talk because you're like half.
You have Mexican. you have like
You're a straight mutt, fool. So
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
up.
like
Mexican-
cholos, and you have like the
Paisas.
paisas, and then you have like
It's the same. It's just different.
Well,
different
it
continent.
depends because you have to understand.
same
Like we're
continent,
from
but different country.
California, so there's so much history here. So yeah, you have the guys that are from there, like the paisas. Then you have the Chicanos that have been here for generations.
And then you have the pochos.
And then you have the pochos, the guys that they've been down so many generations they think they're white.
Yeah.
And then you have
Amen, brother.
and then you have fucking
like norteños and all that.
yeah, I mean, there's different types where it's like it's hard to know. Like the movie Selena said it best. You know, like fucking, it's like you're too white for the Mexicans, or you're too fucking
You're too Mexican for the
you're
white
too
people.
white for the you're too white for the Mexicans, or too Mexican for the white people. So that's Chicano. Yeah,
That's us.
Exactly.
yeah. A couple of generations in, it's. I mean, there's always like, I don't know. I guess like it just depends where you just gotta live your own life. Really.
Exactly. I would recommend traveling for everyone.
Like the coolest thing, I think what makes us like just kind of like open minded. It's like earlier today we were just fucking hanging out and we're listening to fucking some random ass death metal from fucking Mongolian death metal.
Mongolian death
And then
metal.
Ryan's fucking banging his head like, oh okay, cool.
Yeah.
Or even Subdot's like, most people like from anywhere else would just judge like, what the fuck? How does he know that?
And Steppy's just staring at us like, what are they fucking listening to? These fucking Mexicans and shit. Like, yes, we listen to that shit.
It doesn't matter what it is. You just
It's
fucking,
America.
you become a fan of something. That's what's cool about music.
No, dude, I took a road trip to Georgia one time. Dude, I want to say Oklahoma sucked. Every single time I stopped there to get gas or get food or anything, everyone there would fucking just stare at me, scared as fuck.
I'm scared of you.
He's scared of you too. Steppy, the house owner.
I do admit I'm fucking like 6'4" and I'm big and brown and scary looking. And I had at that time I did have a faux hawk, but like I'd go fucking pay for gas and like they would stutter. I'm like, hey, can I get like 5 on this number? And they would like, yeah, sure. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I find that funny when that happens. Like when you just like you're just living like, hey, you know, like, what's up, like whatever, and they're scared of you.
Like I'm handing you money. Why are you scared? Like I'm not robbing you. Like I'm giving you my money.
Yeah, like stop being a bitch.
The biggest thing is like you can't judge people too. Like there's a story of my dad. So my dad went to St. Louis for like a work trip once. He talked about how he was traveling with his buddies, a bunch of white dudes, and he was like probably the only Mexican dude. And he primarily spoke Spanish. So he was like, oh, watch out, this town's a little racist, blah, blah, blah. My dad's, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to step outside and go to the gas station and get a drink if I need to. And then they wouldn't let him, or not that they wouldn't let him, they chose to order whatever it was, or like if he wanted to buy something, they'll say it for him at the cash register. And the girl at the cash register was like, no, it's fine. I studied in Guadalajara for 3 years and I know Spanish. And like it's like you just never know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like you never know.
That's just people just being fucking scared of just like life. Basically, it's just like everyone's go. There's a lot of people that go like travel and all that, and then they're out there too. So like people just assume like, oh, because you're in a certain area, like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Like, nah, it's all good. Just be you. If shit happens, shit happens. Take care of it. But I mean, it shouldn't be like that, but it is. Martin.
No, I was just gonna say, black and Mexican, everybody does the same crimes together and everything. In California, at least.
We do the same crimes together.
In California, they do.
Yeah, that's just us, dude.
Memories.
I just think it's dope. Like if you have like, we had a Tongan homie. Like just learning his like culture and all that. That shit was dope as fuck.
That's what's
like,
cool about like what he's trying to get to is like how we grew up like the movie The Sandlot. Like a neighborhood where we were all different ethnicities, where we're Asian, white, Mexican, black, Tongan, Samoan, Hawaiian.
Vietnamese.
I already said white. Yeah, Vietnamese. Like it's just I said Asian, but yeah, it's like so we always like looked forward to eating each other's food and going to each other's parties and learning each other's culture. Like that's fucking cool.
That's 7125 for you, player.
Oh shit!
Well, look at all our friends. Everyone's different.
Thank you.
Besides Martin.
We're all the same.
What was it?
I know when you came around, were you kind of like, damn, look at all these Mexicans.
All these Mexicans, yeah. I came from LA. I probably had one Mexican friend and he was black.
What part of LA?
West LA.
So when you came from West LA, that was one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Was when you came to Riverside, you think of us as straight like bro culture, like motorcycle with SRH, fucking.
in my area, West LA, like they had every race, but it was mostly white and Asian
No,
because
but
it was like UCLA. But when I came out here, it was
Yeah.
mostly Mexican and black, and that was a different culture change because I grew up with pretty much every culture.
But I'm saying like when you moved here, did you think of Riverside, just Riverside? As like bro.
I had no idea. Only
didn't
time
even
I
know
would come
that
out to
existed?
Riverside
Oh,
was to visit my aunt, and that would be every probably once or 2 months. I never went anywhere outside of
Oh,
our
okay.
house. So once I moved out here, it was a total culture change. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, because a lot of people think of us that way, like Corona or Riverside or whatever. Like, oh, these guys just fucking ride motorcycles and they're into like that bro culture and blah blah.
Brah,
blah.
brah.
SRH, yeah, brah.
So how did you end up in just a
I-
Mexican ass crew?
I know a dude
Party
that
crew.
has that
Wait, how-
as a
James.
license plate.
James brought him around,
Yeah.
right?
No, it was
Or Daniel?
no, me and Daniel. I was actually the first time I met Daniel, I was gonna beat his ass.
Over a female?
It was over a female, but it wasn't my female. Everybody knows that if I call you my bro, then I will do anything for you. So he was talking to the same girl that was talking. Remember Dre?
Dr.
Black
Dre?
Dre? Yeah, so he was
That's
talking.
Not fair, Dre's Cecilia then?
Yeah, it was Cecilia. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
exactly what it was.
Dre
Dre was fucking
a
around.
grown ass man.
He was a grown ass man. He had
fucking
other
with a
bitches.
little freshman.
I
shit.
just always wanted to
Damn.
look for any excuse to fight in the first place. So, oh, you're talking to the homie's girl, so yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. So,
Really?
yeah, he was. It was
After you stopped talking and stuff, that's when you would fight.
who?
No, when I would make fun of you because you would talk like a whole fucking story before you fought.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll put some Forrest Whitaker in.
So wait,
Sorry, that's a stereotype.
I need some dialogue.
but I want to know who. Well, what he was getting to was how did you end up hanging out with us and meeting us and all that?
I believe it was Garrett.
Oh, was it Garrett?
Yeah, I believe it was Garrett.
Oh shit. We need to
No,
bring him on the podcast.
because then it was Garrett, and then Garrett would hang out with Daniel, and all of us started hanging out with and me, Garrett,
you
Martin,
guys
and
had
Daniel.
that four brother shit on MySpace.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Four brothers.
Because that was exactly like the movie. Like
Yeah, so and then Daniel knew you guys. Daniel's the one that actually brought us around. But yeah, it was
Well,
us
the
four.
crazy thing is I met Daniel and Stephanie on MySpace.
Oh, okay.
So Daniel was into snowboarding and graffiti like I was.
Graffiti, yeah.
And then and Stephanie at the time I was like, okay, this is some chick from La Sierra. And I told them to both meet up in front of our house the same day, and they had just met each other that day too, which is funny. And we all met each other. I didn't know Daniel, I didn't know Steph, and we all just fucking had a good time.
Mm.
And that just expanded into like people knowing each other from La Sierra and Novi, and people ended up getting married and hooking up. It's fucking crazy if you think about it. Like we started a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, and not even just that, like from the party crew days and all that, like people just started meeting each other at parties, and then they're married with kids now, or baby mamas and the whole deal.
so you're saying you're the first Plenty of Fish?
In a way, yeah.
In a sense.
The first dating app. So who created WHK? So that wasn't any
So-
of you guys.
so
that was
we
you-
did,
your
we
brother?
did. So what happened was we used to live by a yard, so that means like an area where you go tag and stuff by the field. So we used to just tag all the time and blah blah blah. Then we're like, oh, let's come up with the tagging crew. And then back in the day, SRH was big, Stoners Wreaking Havoc. And then we're just like Wreaking Havoc Kings. We just kind of like made a name close to that or whatever. Again, bro culture. And we just had our homies that we always grew up with around the neighborhood. And then we just started jumping each other in. And we started joking around, jumping each other in the neighborhood and saying like, okay, we're a crew now. We're a tagging crew. And little by little, like we started like saying, oh, we're going to start throwing parties. And we started bringing like random people from other, and it was cool because we started bringing people from other schools in. And then it just fucking blew out of proportion. Like we had people from like different cities, different fucking high schools, different everything. And we're just like beefing with gangs. And, like it just got like crazy.
So then, why when we got into situations, certain people would be able to call it off, but it was always a certain dude. How did he become higher than what? Or you said?
Well,
you
my
created
brother,
it,
like
right?
it was always him. Like he was like the main head because he
But
was
there
the
was
oldest.
another dude that was in my head for some reason.
Maybe
What?
Shrek,
Yeah, I think it
Shrek.
was.
or because it was like
Or the
him.
Cadillac. Someone drew like the
Oh, that was Cadillac.
Yeah, so I
But
always
it-
thought of them as
He was
the-
trying to be that
He
guy.
He was never
Yeah, he
that
was
guy.
trying to-
Craze wouldn't let him.
Yeah, it was never that guy.
Because I always seemed like he was the one like kind of making like.
No, he was just it's just the loudest guy in the room type
Mm.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was.
I was just the
I
godfather in the
honest-
background.
No,
making
I never
moves.
even knew that till today that you started it.
Yeah, we started that shit in our front yard. Just
Yeah, 7125.
because all we
Well,
because we
fuck,
used to
you should have had an introduction class.
because we used to
when you
box.
fucking came in.
We used to box in our front yard all the time. We would box all the time in the front yard and video. Like I always had a camera, so we'd record that shit. And then that turned into one of those things where it's like, hey, let's make a crew of like, let's fucking everybody up from the neighborhood. And then it just became like a tagging crew and then a party crew.
And
then,
it just blew up.
yeah.
And then
blew
I
up.
made families, and then I took over their crews, so I was like part
How'd
of
you
the
get-
families.
How'd you get the girls?
They're just random.
Oh, that's through
They're
Andy.
some random. That
Well,
was
because
through
there was
Andy's
like
fucking.
the sister clubs or whatever.
No, that was through Andy.
shit.
So,
Yeah.
so
That was through relationships.
That was through relationships.
yeah, so Andy met her, I don't know how, and then she had friends, and then their friends.
Which
and it
one was
just-
Melissa in? She wasn't in the one that she wasn't a part of WHK. She was in something else.
Alyssa was in the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
It was like
That was-
her nickname. Her name was Honey.
That was a different crew. That was like a La Sierra like crew. But I think they had some shit to do with Novi too. But,
But all her friends were from Novi before she.
Oh,
went
it's,
to-
EOK.
it might have been or Envy or some shit like
Oh
that.
yeah,
I
probably
forget.
Envy. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Envy,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, with Lena and them.
Yeah, it was Envy. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was Envy.
Shit's hilarious. Now you think about it.
I was a bitch back then.
Dude,
I
remember,
could have smashed so many times, but I was just so
Yeah,
scared.
That's the thing is that what sucks looking back. It's like, who gives a fuck? You could have smashed on all these girls, but back then you're like, nah, I don't want her to fuck up my rep. I want this girl. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I was fat.
Oh, I
back
wasn't
then.
thinking about that. I was just
You were
scared.
fat.
I was fat. I,
You went for whatever.
I didn't get it. I didn't have the potential.
But fuck, there's something else.
Nah,
I was
you were
gonna
still doing it though.
I was
remember.
still smashing, but
I think
Remember Hoser's
everyone
house?
was.
Remember
Yeah,
Hoser's
because he
house?
used to fucking out of place
Hoser's
fucking
house.
dude. They just wanted to see who this.
oh
fucking
my
dude
god,
was.
you're from LA.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, you're
He was
maniac.
exotic.
You can
He
dance.
was exotic.
oh my god, your
You
smile.
were exotic.
Now he's just adding shit. Your smile.
Hey, I get bitches in my smile.
It got crazy though. Remember, like on the freeway, you just see cars and cars and cars like following each other with the headlight, with
Yeah.
With the emergency
High
lights
beams.
on.
With
Did
the high
you
beams with
did
the-
you enjoy Nas?
the
Fuck yeah, he
wah,
did.
wah, wah,
Yeah, I
wah.
did. I was part of that.
There was one time when I passed out. Remember?
yeah,
I thought it was.
I passed out in the back of Cadillac's car.
Did you go to that?
That was the last time I
Did you
did
go
it.
to that Fontana party where the guy got shot up? Were you at that one?
Yeah, he was.
He was not the shooter.
I
He was there.
not.
He was there.
Everyone was there.
Wasn't
I feel,
it was a lot of shoot. Oh yeah, that was when I brought Sarah.
No.
When all the fucking what do they call our sister club?
Yeah, they threw their first party or
What
whatever.
were they
Oh,
called?
the
UK.
UK.
UK. They fucking tried to jump my girl.
Oh, that was that time.
Remember Sarah out front of your house?
No, that's a different time.
yeah,
That's a
that was a
different
different
Yeah,
time.
but I brought her to that party that got shot up, and this dumb bitch was just walking out in the middle of the street like, "What's going on?"
That's just fucking crazy.
I think we all did that.
I remember,
shit. Everyone's shooting. We're just like
Slim
"What?"
had just probably went to one party before that, and then we took Lunatic for the first time
Mm.
to a party, and
What
dude,
happened to that fucker?
His fucking, I remember he was like so out of it, like in the back of the truck, like fucking, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? Crying, like, yeah, because you just saw someone get shot.
Well, he was
up.
like what 14,
he was like freshman, so like
Yeah,
15.
Yeah, he was.
and then
little.
saying that shit. I remember I was just
His
like, I was
first
like,
experience going out.
That was a culture shock for me because like, house parties in LA, they usually get shot
Are
up.
in the house.
They're in the house.
These parties are in the fucking.
There's one. They're in the house,
back here.
and they're getting
basically.
shot up every time.
dude, remember when you used to. When I used to look for houses, we used to drive around out here and just like
Mhm.
literally like, oh, that back here looks pretty big. I'm gonna go ask. Hey, mister, you want to make $150?
Yeah.
Like, sure. What are you gonna do? Like,
You made way more than that though, right?
yeah, I used to make like 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah, there's a big
Damn.
backyard here though.
The owner of the house step, he's saying, hey, because he has a huge backyard.
I just-
we'll
I
do it.
just-
Just let the podcast take off.
We're getting the crew back together.
Yeah.
WHK returns.
we heavy kids.
Let's just throw that in there. We're not racist. Let's throw a party. We're gonna call it. We're not.
I remember
racist.
one-
we gotta build a stage though. We can do it.
There's a stage right there.
No, shut the fuck up. We do a new podcast, dude. The whole day.
There's only one party that really sticks out in my mind is I think it was in the Paris area, and you'd get off the freeway and you just drive for like 10 minutes and you just turn off
the Halloween one.
and you just didn't even know what was in front of you. Like you couldn't even see, and then all of a sudden there's a
Probably
random
Halloween
ass
one.
house out there. You're like, what the?
That's probably
fuck?
our
That was
biggest
the Night
one.
of Havoc.
That was our biggest one.
And
actually.
that was
I
like
remember that.
he was driving a Jetta at that time,
Oh, that's
And,
what it was.
the
A
G.
stolen
That was the
Jetta.
G. Right.
Stolen Jetta. My name is Brian
McAllister.
Hancock.
Hancock.
I think there's a
For the record,
fucking-
my name is Brian Hancock.
I think there's a statute of limitations on shit like that.
Oh yeah, there's statute of limitations
Yeah.
on that. I stole a Jetta.
And I wore socks. I knew it was. He had a
They're
part
like, but my name is
'Cause
still Brian.
I remember not to get in that car because he brought a bunch of shit to my house, like TVs and shit. And then like that day, it's like, oh, who wants to ride with Ryan? I was like, Slim, go.
Oh, we fucked Slim so many times.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Dude, remember
Yeah, we
when
did.
you pulled up to the front yard and I think you sold the stereo to Rick?
Yeah, there was 13s in
And
that
then
Jetta.
we're over there trying to take it out, and my dad's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" Like, "Oh, he sold him his stereo and this and that." He's like, "Oh," and my dad's all helping us. I'm, like, I'm just worried. I was like, "Please don't touch anything, Dad. Please don't touch anything." And we were just looking at
Rick
each other
had
like,
that
"Fuck."
system forever too.
It's stolen.
Well, that's how dope my dad is too. He's just like, "Oh, fuck, I'll help you guys real quick." And just staring like, "Fuck."
That's like one of the things I wanted to bring up. So. That's a list of statutes of limitations. One thing I wanted to bring
Yeah,
up
is it right in there next to your fucking gun that you have pointed at us? You son of a bitch.
So do you guys think people nowadays, or even our generation as we get older, is do you think they're willing to help people in need? Let's say if someone's getting beat up, or if someone's something's going on, they'll go out there and do something about it.
No.
So I'll tell you a story before you guys answer the question. I remember when we were younger, it was me, my brother, and my dad in a Bronco. And there was these skinhead guys. I don't know if they were jumping in some white boy. They were fucking him up. My dad pulled over, and my dad didn't even know English at the time. He's like, "What the fuck?" And the guy's like, "Oh, sorry, it's over, it's done." And then my dad doesn't know English, so he's fucking pulling the shifter up and shit, making it seem like I'm gonna get off this fucking car. And but he wanted to do whatever it takes to get that kid from not getting beat up. And there's a bunch of situations where he did shit like that. It's like you look up to that. It's like, you always go after and help people in need, no matter what.
And that
And it's
that's
like-
stuck
like-
with us too.
And that stuck with us. So I feel like, do you think this generation, everyone just pulls out their phones?
Exactly.
Or do you think like there's people out there that's like, hey, that's not right. I'm gonna help them out, whatever it is. Like, is that something that you think is going away?
Nah, people are just watch. That's how I get to watch my World Star Hip Hop videos. Because people just pull out their cameras and will record that shit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate though, man.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, no one tries to help anymore.
No.
White people do. They're like, I'm gonna call the cops. Stop.
Yeah, but that's no.
But
But,
another story, real quick, is there was this guy that got beat up by his brother down the street. And we're about to go out to the store with my mom, and we're kids. He got beat
he
up by
was
his
all
brother.
bloody
He
up?
was all fucked up. Most people are like, hey, get the fuck away from our house. Like, we don't know what's going on with you. My mom was like, hey, come inside. I'm gonna fucking fix you up. She fucking gave him like all the, cleaned his face, did the whole deal, made sure he was good. It's like, is that another thing that you think people just won't do? Like, just avoid it?
Yeah, you have your people that'll help, but for the most part, everyone. It's more nowadays. It's more me, myself, and my circle. That's what's the problem with
That's some
society
bullshit.
now.
Yeah.
Everyone's more in their own circles and not putting their self in another person's shoes.
That's just dumb.
And
Like even with us, like when we all hang out, we all make sure we're all good. Like
Mhm.
We'll
There's-
check in on each other.
there's
and all that
examples
shit.
like Ryan just like leaves, like walks. We're in a club or something, and there's always someone, which is me, fucking just spotting. Like that's just me. Like I make sure everyone is good,
Mhm.
and I expect that from everyone else too. Like make sure I'm good because I got you. You know what I mean? That's
I feel like I told this story, but like just I think growing up that way, like how he says, or just like hanging out with the homies, how we always watch each other's back. I was in Canada one time and downtown, and I was hanging out with these people, and they were looking at me like I was crazy because I was in downtown Canada, and I was looking around at these fucking bums and these people, just being focused on my surroundings. I'm out in the middle of fucking, I don't know, thousands of miles away from my home. They're like, dude, what's wrong with you? Like why are you so like looking around, and why you just seem like you're like like you're jumpy? And I'm like, we're in downtown. I don't know what's going on. He's like, dude, no one has guns here, and nobody fucking starts shit here. It's one of the safest places. And I was like, how am I supposed to know that? Like the way I grew up is totally different. And they explain how they're afraid to come to the U.S. because everyone carries guns.
Well, me and Melissa went out Friday to watch that dude. That little
how
concert
was
in
that?
downtown. That was amazing.
Oh fuck!
I
That
love
was
that
this
shit.
Friday?
Yeah, that shit was
Fuck,
fucking
I should've
amazing.
went.
He sounded the dude before him sounded like Lucas Graham. Like they sound good live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was an older crowd, and
I
like
told
they're
you.
like 35,
I told you.
but they're obnoxious, like because they're
Uh.
just a group of dudes,
'Cause
like
they all got out of the
35,
house,
almost
yeah.
40, and they're like what? They're all hanging out, just getting super drunk, and of course Melissa's fucking good looking as fuck. So I had to keep I felt like I couldn't enjoy myself because I was just there was too much heightened sense. So like I was observing everybody because people are just rude as fuck. Will bump into you. She went to the bathroom. People were like, dudes were telling her she's beautiful, all this shit. Like, I'm like, fuck, like I can't fucking just take you out somewhere and not have to worry about something popping off all the time.
That's one of those things where it's like
you should expect it.
You should expect it. It's like
Well,
at the end of
yeah.
the day, you won. You know?
But at the same time, I want to go
If they
take her out to enjoy stuff.
yeah.
But these dudes, when they get to a certain point, they're drunk. They're just
Yeah.
gonna fucking try to.
Yeah.
That was my
some
next
crazy
point.
shit.
If they get disrespectful or disrespect you, then that's the next level. But at first, it's like say what you want, whatever, blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like I won. Like she's holding me at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna play my cards right, but I'm saying I go out with just me and Melissa. They're going out with their homies. So it's gonna if it pops off, it's gonna be me versus 3 or 4
Yeah.
dudes. You feel me?
The way I see it, it's like you guys are fucking lame if you guys are all looking at this one person. It's like no,
yeah, but
if
you
it goes
can't
down, I know
help
it's
what they're
different.
thinking. Like you have
Yeah.
to. And fuck, there's this dude walking with this girl. His girl's holding his hand, going to the restroom, passing us. And when they come back, he turns and looks at her, but his girl had stopped. So he's looking at Melissa, but his girl stopped, and he has beer in his hand, and he just turned around at the last minute and knocked into his girl with the beer and spilled the beer on her. So it's like, fuck, you're like,
That guy's just an idiot.
just make it more slick. Don't fucking have to fucking fuck my whole shit up just because you're fucking staring at my girl. I don't know. It's stressful fucking being out here in these streets. It is. Like, I don't want to get fucking... Because I think about my kids. Like, getting stomped out is going to suck. 'Cause I have to go to work the next day.
Like you're expecting it though.
What I'm
That's the
saying.
thing.
You're
Like,
thinking of it just
don't-
as I'm gonna get stomped
yeah,
out.
don't go out there thinking about that.
No, I don't
shit.
think
Just-
about it,
you
but
gotta- you
at a
gotta
certain
just-
point, I'm starting to think about it. I don't start the night out like that, but once I start putting everything together,
Yeah.
and I'm watching them the
You
whole
gotta
time,
just
so it's
own it.
fucking my
You
situation.
gotta just own it.
I own it, but at a certain time, I'm not stupid, so I know something could pop off
Oh,
if
100%.
something happens. You know what I mean? And like, if
That's
you're
when
not
you call
going,
us up.
yeah, but by the time you get there, that shit's fucking.
Well, we'll find someone.
Yeah.
Ryan, you know this.
But what I'm saying is, it just sucks how that they can't respect your situation
so I have a
when you're out
solution.
there with your girl.
I have a solution. Break up with her and find an ugly ass girlfriend.
Hell no.
All right, then shut the fuck up. That's part of the game, dude.
That's gonna be expensive as fuck.
Expensive. You have an ugly girlfriend?
Because you can try to make it like Kylie Jenner and shit.
No, I
Fire all
got 2
kinds of
kids
shit.
with 1 female. If we break up, then
Oh, okay.
God damn.
$900 a month.
Based on my income, $500 a month. No, but I'm just saying, it kind of. I remember when we were young and maybe we acted like that, but I feel like it's just more like outrageous nowadays. Like they just don't give a fuck. It's just that's why I want to go to a lounge like where older people where they actually respect what's going on. You know what I mean? Instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah. And it's
I don't
also
want to have
the-
to go out and feel like.
But the
there's
type of
something
show
else
you
in it.
went to was kind of like a rockabilly show.
Mhm.
Everyone's getting drunk, and it's like one of those things where it's like people are gonna act obnoxious.
But what brought that up is because what if I was to get in a situation? Would some other dude help me out because they see my shit getting fucking kicked in and shit?
It's one of those things where if they're aware of the situation, because like especially in that environment, they're gonna probably think, hey, he fucking deserves it. But if someone knows, hey, he wasn't in the wrong, they've been watching you, then maybe I would hope so. But
I think that's how I am anywhere. Like I watch everything.
but if you're getting
what's
jumped by
going
like 10 guys, then I would hope someone would be like, yo, what the fuck?
Then it's 10 guys on 2. No. You're getting jumped.
So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it depends on the situation.
I'd help out verbally. He's had enough.
He's had enough. Leave him alone. You're the one in the back going, I'm calling the cops. But you're not calling the cops.
He got held back. He's had enough trouble.
He has a long life ahead of him. He's a scholar.
People love him.
Oh, remember when I got jumped by like
He's
20
worried about
people at
fucking
that party?
Which one?
When corpse got stabbed
Oh, the night of
Oh
havoc.
yeah, I was right next to him when he got stabbed.
Yeah.
It was a little bicep dude. He jumped over me to stab him. Yeah, because me and Shrek were both getting fucking hit against a car, and then fucking Havoc was next to me, and I remember seeing the guy. I think he was trying to put in work or something because he went as he fucking stabbed his shoulder.
That's when Shrek was fucking being a machine, huh? He was hitting the car,
he was
bending the car.
moving people, going crazy. He was protecting me too because I was
Yeah.
small as shit. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, that shit
And it
was
was because of
crazy.
you, motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, I was playing.
So because I saw it clearly. You can't even bullshit me because you guys were dancing and someone said something to you and you took the first punch.
No.
You
That's
took
not
the first punch.
Okay, so this is the story.
It was
so,
the weird guy that grabbed the girl he was dancing
Yeah,
with.
so no, I wasn't. I went and tried to dance with this girl. She said no. Okay, so I'm still in the area because what's his name?
Because third time's the charm.
No, I forgot. There was one of our homies.
He was studying it.
He was dancing with the girl's friend, so I was like standing in the area, and then some dude came up, and I asked when I want to dance with the girl. He didn't ask. He just grabbed her, and she pushed him off of him, and then he pushed her, and I went over and I pushed him, and then he walked off, and then the girl was like, "Okay, I'll dance with you now." So little Captain Save a Ho.
Yeah.
So I'm dancing with her, and then he comes up probably like a couple dances later and just pushes me. And then when he pushes me, the DJ jumps off stage and gets in between us and starts pushing him. But I'm trying to move the DJ. So when I push the DJ out of the way to get to him, that's when all his entourage jumps off the
I
stage.
just
and comes
remember
at
you
me.
DJ,
throwing a
homie.
punch.
No, I moved the DJ. I grabbed the DJ and I moved him. But once I grabbed the DJ, that's when.
Oh. Yeah.
Dude, I remember that because it's like
You put hands on the
So
DJ.
you
Yeah.
started. I might have saw it late. I might have saw your first punch. Not saying you were the first punch, but I might have saw your first punch.
No, I didn't punch first. I didn't punch at all.
Well, yeah, you did.
Mm-mm.
100% you did. So
I
what,
probably
you just put your head down?
after everyone came.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like,
After everyone jumped
I-
me, I was punching, and then after I couldn't punch fast enough to block, I just
Yeah, I must have saw that. I must have saw the punch, and then I saw you go like
yeah,
this.
yeah. I started
And that's
covering
when
up.
me and Shrek and everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? And we, the first thing is like push everybody off, and they just started attacking towards us, and we're against the car. And Shrek is just being a beast, pushing
Oh yeah,
everybody
he was
off of
fucking
us.
everybody.
And then fucking
Fucking
what's
up.
his name?
Yeah, fucking up.
I forgot his name already. But he fucking the guy. I remember it's a short little guy, dark little dude. He was like a little. He kind of looked like Martin. So he just.
Oh, that was me.
he jumped. He literally. It felt like he jumped over me, and like because he jumped over my shoulder and just fucking stabbed.
Oh, that
Corpse
wasn't
in
me.
the shoulder. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
And then after that, it just kind of like. I think after that, it just dispersed.
it dispersed.
and then we went to the front.
Yeah.
And
then
then
we've
another
seen
fight.
him.
And then
The dude came back.
Saeed was fucking dudes up.
No,
Yeah.
Sadae was, and then Karina knocked out the dude that
Karina-
that started the whole shit.
Karina
Yeah.
never knocked anybody up.
Yeah, she did.
No, she did.
She
Which
did. I
Karina?
swear to God.
Little
Skinny, small Karina.
Oh, I thought it meant the other one.
No,
Bambi. I
no,
was
Bambi.
like,
No,
fuck.
no.
no, not Bambi.
No,
She
me and
wouldn't do that.
him were standing right next to him, and we
Yeah.
were.
No, but I remember Saeed putting in some
No,
work.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we were standing right next to because the guy appeared out of nowhere. We're going to the car,
Yeah.
and then everyone stopped us. Everyone from the other crew, and I was like, "No, it's not gonna go down like that. It's gonna be 1-on-1." And then she just rolled up. It's like, "Fuck this!" God.
Yeah, because
And
I
he
had
dropped him.
I had got him when I found we were all going to the front. I saw him walking by the fence, and I ran up on him and I started beating his
Did you come
ass.
with me, James, and like his homie? I forget his homie's name.
I think
Jesse?
so. Jesse, yeah, Jesse.
Yeah,
was
because
there.
they left. Remember, James and Jesse left
Uh-huh.
for whatever reason, and I stayed back. Oh shit, we're getting ice creams from the fucking house owner. Oh,
We can split them. We can split them.
But yeah, I saw him and I caught him on the fence.
I'm
I
a
started,
fucking professional.
I started whooping his ass on the fence, and he ran off. And after he ran off, I went over by Craze, and Karina was right there, and he came back and punched me in the face. Boom! And right when I turned back,
that's how it started again.
That's how it started again.
Yeah.
Right when I turned back, Karina was like,
Yep.
"Come on!"
Damn, he did some
Smacked
ghost
his ass.
recon shit.
Yeah, he
remember
was.
that. 'Cause
he was on some ninja.
It was funny. It
I
was
remember they
funny
started
too.
attacking that fool Drek. And then Gabriel went into it and started doing like this fucking hammer punches.
Yeah.
And then fucking like after that, it kind of got dispersed.
It was funny too. Like throughout the whole thing, like we.
Because I was right next to Saeed when she punched him.
Remember, we were making fun of our cousin, who's not mentioning his name, fucking, because he picked up the weakest person, because I had to take care of him, fucking Aiden. He's like,
Oh,
I had to put him in the
wow.
truck, and they took off. Like, oh, you guys,
Motherfucker.
you guys.
I remember
That's
James and Jesse took off.
I must have been grounded that weekend.
It was
It was a lot of
it
weekends.
was a cool
dude.
weekend though. Like it
No,
started.
you
It was
do
a
it-
cool party.
You do that. Oh, my stomach hurts. I don't want to go out.
That bullshit you did earlier today. Shit, but I think that's a good way to end it.
I'm gonna go hang out. I'm gonna go hang out with
I didn't even know
Tyler.
it went this long.
I'm gonna go hang out with Tyler.
Oh, here comes the real emotional shit.
Oh,
Come
Tyler?
on.
I'm gonna go hang out with Tyler Clicks. I'm not gonna go. You know.
Oh, Tyler, the guy, the light skinned dude.
He's Mexican.
Mexican. Yeah.
Wait, so who am I thinking of?
I don't
Taylor.
know.
He was like kind of like he had rich parents. He lived by Daniel.
That's Malcolm.
Oh, that's Malcolm.
Oh,
Holy shit,
Malcolm.
that's way off.
Yeah, that's
I was
right.
thinking of James's neighbor for some reason.
Uh-huh.
Was his name Taylor?
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Fabio.
Well,
Fabio, everybody knows the drug dealer.
well, yeah.
His name is not Fabio.
Allegedly.
No, the other guy down the street with all the pit bulls and shit.
Oh, that's Fuck.
He
I
ended up
forgot
getting
his
with
name.
Brittany. He ended up. staying
Yeah,
with
he
Brittany.
was fucking with Brittany. I missed my chance. I could have had her.
What Brittany?
Big booty Brittany.
I won.
Which one?
Took her to
Ding,
prom.
ding, ding.
Vasquez or
Oh, Vasquez.
something like that.
I didn't miss nothing.
Fuck, Eric,
you
you
smash,
fucking
though?
put that shit in deep in your mouth right now.
James smashed.
James did?
Yeah, James was
I
getting
don't-
it.
I
When
don't
James
believe
was
it.
skinny, he was getting it.
Fucking
Yeah,
James.
because he was
James is
fucking
a whole
30
different
years old with the
James-
truck and fucking hitting on these girls.
fucking
You know
James-
women like older dudes?
fucking
Yeah, James got it.
Remember when
He had
his S10?
he had Yo-Yo too.
Yo-yo.
I don't want to. Yolanda.
I can feel like James is the dude that shows up at the bar and just talks about his old days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I remember when he was in love with
I
that
think
girl,
we all
Brittany.
do that.
Yeah, he was.
Now I got 5 kids.
He was finding out about them too. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
we didn't even get into that. Fuck.
We'll get that
I know
one.
he needed to get here.
Wait, was he coming?
We got one more left.
Did you say you text him?
Yeah, everyone
They
keeps
text
asking
him.
if they text him, but no one texts him.
No,
'Cause
I
they always
texted him.
think
He
someone
never
else texts
texted me
him.
back.